Hi everyone, so season 26 is live and I have just finished my first live stream. As I had already mentioned in my season 26 plans video, I was going for a really long stream on season start, as a tradition actually at this point. So it was around 30 hours and I just come right off the stream. So this is my Barbarian right now. I've managed to hit 1100 paragons. This is complete solo, self-found, hardcore. Mostly playing the Barbarian and a bit of Demon Hunter, so my playtime right now here is split like around 80-20% or so between the two classes. I started as a Barb, was actually kind of nice. I got a Frenzy weapon and I was lucky to find a Frenzy belt, so my leveling was like pretty decent. And I just got started with Raker right away. The two weapons are easy to get and I just started blasting speedruns as much as possible. So after 2.5 hours, I was done with the Hades gift and I was jumping into the higher torments right away. This was actually a pretty solid start. And if we go ahead here a little bit, I was like farming torment 10 already at 3 hours. And then here we were like torment 13 at 3.5 hours. And then we were like slightly, slowly progressing further and further. And here I was like at torment 16 already 4 hours in. So I mostly just needed to get a few of those basic items to get Raker going. And it was a blast. Here's how these runs look towards the end of the stream. So like 25 hours later, basically, I was farming those GR 100s, no problem, like 2-minute runs. I think I'm like rank 6 or something, just like with a 1 minute 30 time. And there's like a bunch of guys that went like higher tiers, kind of trying to push a little bit. So in case you're curious, I've gotten 10 primals so far. Some of them are actually kind of useful. And I've gotten 20 petrified screams. So I have been doing those echoing nightmares a little bit. And this is also the reason why I'm at this Demon Hunter that I talked about in the first place. So everyone was wondering, how are the changes from PTR to live? So we didn't really know how difficult it will be, what really changed. And it is kind of scary doing it on hardcore, I gotta say, because yeah, especially when you're like low paragon, bad gear, like this was just the age that I geared up in literally 5 hours from running Torment 16. So it wasn't really anything crazy and not augmented in anything. But I managed to hit a wave 151 clear and also a bunch more like 140 plus, just like testing the waters a little bit. And it seems to work fairly reliably anyway, even with the adjustments, whatever they did. I feel what actually happened from PTR to live patch is that the HP scaling is like maybe slightly higher and the monster damage is slightly lower. And the meteor damage is definitely way lower. So meteors don't actually one-shot me. I was actually hit by a meteor at some point and I survived it barely with my like 600 million toughness. So previously they were like turbo one-shotting everyone with like 20 billion toughness even. So this was apparently changed a little bit so that you can actually get hit by a meteor when you're tanky enough. This is pretty good news, I guess. What I noticed is that the Conduit Pylon seems quite a bit weaker than what we have seen on PTR. So maybe this is also a bit of a change. It does kill stuff pretty fast, but it doesn't seem like it completely prevents you from getting overwhelmed anymore. So maybe there was also some changes with overwhelming. And it's not just like free loot doing wave 150. It is something you have to work a little bit towards, but once you have, a decent, strong build for Echoing Nightmares, something like the Marauder Demon Hunter or even like Inner Monk or Wave of Light or something like this, it's not gonna be such a great deal anymore, I believe. So for now, this is obviously like first day of the season. It's a bit tough, but it still works. So this were my adventures so far from the Barb and the Demon Hunter, mostly a lot of grinding and trying to set up the push. My Raker Barb and just in general my Barb gear is actually looking pretty good already. So I have like here some stash tabs full of gear. I have a bunch of really good items. I have like this Travelers that I found like almost immediately after hitting 70. I was actually nuts. Rerollable element. And I also have a Squirts rerollable element, so I got some really fancy stuff going here. If you look at my items, they are actually pretty insane for the little time investment so far. What's really missing is a Crimson I need to farm up, so solo self-found, Balnies obviously. I wasn't really in the mood today, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and I might actually start pushing towards something like 130 or so tomorrow already. That's gonna be quite fun. In any case, this is a little update from my side about how it's going. So overall really good, I'm quite happy. No rips so far either, and also hope that you had a good start in the season. I believe like one of the biggest criticisms that we have gotten was that the Echoing Nightmare drop rates are kind of low, and I have to agree with this. They are definitely unexpectedly low, I'd say. So I was kind of expecting something like between 10 to 20% per GR, but it turns out it's probably more like 5% drop rate with all those GRs I've done. Also, a lot of other people were reporting kind of similar values, so it seems like it's 5% or so. And considering that's the season theme, that's maybe a bit too low. So I expect that this Echoing Nightmare is actually a feature that will just go core after this season anyway. And probably for this season, having it a bit more like prominent would maybe be a good idea, so that people can learn it, so that people can enjoy the benefits of the massive XP and the augments and all that stuff, and just get more used to it. So I'm not sure if this would be something for the devs to consider, but maybe there could be a little hotfix on the drop rate. It's just my 2 cents. So much for me. It was definitely a quite incredible season start. Also on the live stream for me, it was, yeah, pretty insane actually, with all the people being there and supporting and subscribing and all that stuff. So thank you all very much. Hope you enjoyed my little update. There's more stuff to come. I'm gonna upload some clips, probably even my leveling session and these kind of things in the next days. So stay tuned and see you guys next time.